Oh, hi there, Cancerians. Welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your month ahead reading, June 2021. So for the reading, guys, we are using the Cosmic Cycles Tarot. Had this one from America a few months ago. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love, love, love this deck. We are then going to, if we need any clarifiers, we're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot for any clarification that we might need. I haven't used them needed these for the other readings that I've done, so we'll see. And for your spiritual advice at the end of the reading, we're using this gorgeous, gorgeous deck, Prism Oracle. Really taps into your intuition via colour and your emotions as well. It's just beautiful. I'm so happy I got this Oracle deck. It's one of the best ones out there. Very good indeed. Okay, let's make a start on your reading. Sorry I can't speed up the cards, guys, because I'm recording via my iPad 12.9 and I don't really know how to speed stuff up on the stuff on there. Okay, so let's have a look. Universe Spirit, show me, what is it that Cancerians need to be focusing on in the month of June? In one card, what do Cancerians need to be focusing on in the month of June? In one card, please. Okay. There we go. Let's pull this over here a bit. Okay. And what's the situation around this in 5 cards? What is the situation around this in 5 cards? And can you give me advice, please? What advice do you have for Cancerians concerning this situation, please? Just going to have 2 cards on the advice. Right, let's have a look then. So, what are we seeing here? What is it you need to focus on? This showed up for another sign. The one that I did before, who was it now? I think was it Libra? It wasn't Libra, it was somebody else. It might have been Sagittarius, perhaps, it showed up for. This was a couple of readings back that I've just done, so it's funny that this should show again. So the Page of Coins is a student, he's learning things. Some of you guys need to be focusing on your studies, perhaps. Some of you guys need to be focusing on making money with the Page of Coins. You might need to focus on being careful with money with the Page of Coins, Cancerians, because the Page of Coins is a card about being, frugal, and being responsible with cash. Remember, he or she is just learning about how to look after their money. So there could be a money aspect to this. There may be a child that needs to be focused on here. Not showing reversed. It's not showing as being kind of in trouble or anything like that, but maybe there is a child or something that needs to be focused on. But the Page of Coins, pages are small, so they're often about planting seeds, and there's room to grow through the page. With the Page of Coins, it's not only focusing on your investments, but it's focusing on planting seeds and nurturing them until they become great. That's how, see, the Page of Coins' father is the King of Coins. So the King of Coins would have taught the page, you can be like me with hard work. With a dream, with focus, with hard work, you'll become as rich and famous as I am. So there's a need to focus on your dreams with the Page of Coins, but there's also a need to be focusing on the practicalities of how much it takes, or how... Or the practicalities of what it takes to be a success going forward. So there's a need to focus on, for some of you guys, new business, building dreams with the Page of Coins, but also learning the tentative steps in terms of how to get there. What are you experiencing underneath this? Right, the Knight of Cups could be an offer, could also be a lover perhaps, with the Knight of Cups showing here. Could be also something overseas. Knight of Cups. The Moon. Okay, 2 Pisces. Is the Moon Pisces? I think it's, some people read it as Cancer, some as Pisces. I read both of these as desire. These are dreams and desire. The deepest dreams, deepest desires. I read both of those as. Because the Knight of Cups is all about dreams, and this is also about deepest desires. You can read the Moon card as a dream card as well. Dreams and visions. Let's have a look. There's something lending itself to dreams and visions I think, for some of you Cancerians with those cards. The sun coming to fruition, I think. Look at the darkness on those cards, man. I think also with the star being the card of faith, there's a need to focus on, I think it's all about having faith in your dreams and desires here with this moon and the Knight of Cups. Okay, the Tower. There could also be something about a lover. Somebody may have a secret lover or a secret life. This might be being illuminated with the Star card, or something is being illuminated or brightened up. The Tower is interesting because the Tower is burning, so it almost feels like the dream, because all of these cards can be dreams. Feels like hopes have been crashing down, because the Star is about hope and the Tower crashes it sometimes, so it feels like hope's crashing. Starting anew, Ace of Wands. Starting afresh, creating something new. You know, I definitely, when I look at these cards, Cancerians, feel that with your reading, there is a need to focus on your dreams. There are so many dream cards in this reading. Page of Coins is about having a dream and bringing it to fruition. So I think that there is, and also for some of you guys, it may be that there is a need for some of you guys maybe to retrain for something here, to focus on retraining perhaps with the Page of Coins, or to focus on, perhaps you want to focus on developing a new business or developing a new idea with the Page of Coins energy showing here. Because I actually do feel that there was a hope here. I think that some of you guys had a great deal of dreams and desires, and I think there was a great deal of hope with this star, but I think for some reason it's come crashing down. I think it almost feels like your hopes have crashed here. It feels like it was concerning a really strong dream and desire that you had for something to take place. But I think with the Ace of Wands, tomorrow is another day. I think that there's always potential to learn something from this as well. So there could be that there is potential for you to create something in spite of whatever it is that's gone on here. And perhaps with the Page of Coins, the focus needs to be on developing that with the page. Not only learning lessons from whatever this is. It feels like something went wrong here for some of you Cancerians. It feels like you had a really strong dream and desire with that Knight of Cups and the Moon. I don't think this is about secret lovers or anything like that at all. I just feel that when I look at this, because we've got the Tower crashing down and then the Ace of Wands and then the Hope of the Star. So it does feel like to me that some of you guys, you had this really strong, because remember the Knight of Cups is a dreamer. And the Moon card can also lend itself to dreams and desires. So I feel that when I look at both cards together, it's more about a really strong dream and desire you guys had. You were really hopeful about it with the Star. But I think that your hopes were dashed with the Tower card showing there. But I feel that you need to use whatever it is here to create something new with the Ace of Wands. So I actually feel that it's saying here that the focus needs to be on rebuilding with this page. Even though pages aren't necessarily about rebuilding, it feels like with the Ace of, if something has crashed here, if there's been a really strong dream and desire here for some of you Cancerians, but that your hopes were dashed at the last moment concerning it, or something just didn't work out with it, then I think that whatever it is that didn't work out, you can still take a piece of that and create something new with the Ace of Wands. But I feel the focus needs to be on taking whatever it is that crashed and whatever it is that you're creating and rebuilding with this page, planting the seed again. And so it almost feels like you're doing something over again. The focus needs to be on taking something that didn't work out and building it up again. So it just feels like there's a need for you to get back on the horse this month. Let's have a look at what the advice is for the month. You need to be a little bit more realistic. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the upright can sometimes be looking at things in a very sort of illusionary way. Sorry about my nail polish, guys. It seems to have come off. I only painted it today. I think I forgot to put my top coat on. But there's a need here to be realistic with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. There's a real need to be realistic here. I think that you need to be realistic about how successful this thing can be. or how much success you can get from it, with the King of Pentacles showing here. Because the King of Coins, funny enough, that tried to jump out as I was shuffling, and I put it back in and it came out again, so it's definitely meant to be there. The King of Coins is about accomplishment and success, but I think with the Seven of Cups showing there in the reverse, it's saying there's a need for you to be realistic about how successful this is going to be. And I think that whatever it is that you try to do here, Cancerians, the reason why it looks like it didn't go to plan is because you might have overstretched yourself. You may have had unrealistic expectations. So much so that, because the expectation is the Star card, so that's the hope card. That's where we put our hopes and our dreams. You know, you got the dreams here. There's a deep desire, I think, with this Knight of Cups and the Moon card you had, and you really hoped for the best with the Star. But I think those hopes came crashing down. However, you can take whatever is crashing and you can start to create something from that. But I think that you need to focus with this Page of Coins energy also on being very realistic and going back to the books. I think there's several things that need to be garnered from this reading. Not only do you need to focus on lessons learned with the Page of Coins, but I think that also with the Page of Coins you need to take baby steps as well. There's something I think that you need to learn more about here, I would say, Cancerians, because it just feels like to me you went rushing into something and you got bit on the ass. But I think that the universe is saying, look, it's not the end for you. You just need to be more... You need to be more sensible, which is what the Page of Coins is. You need to be more sensible, but also the focus for the month is on learning. So perhaps you can try and do something along these lines again. Take whatever didn't work and start creating something from that. But I think with the Page of Coins, it's about taking tentative steps, baby steps. Feels like you rushed into something you may not have known enough about, and you just kind of went into it with a dream, with a desire, with a hope, but that wasn't enough. You know, you needed to really do the work behind it, and the work might take longer than you would like, that you would expect, but it will pay off in the end. I think as well we could read this as the advice being that if you are more realistic with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, things will pay off in the end with the King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles will always be the payoff. That's the finished product. That's the success. That's the accomplishment. So I think if you be more realistic with your aims with the Seven of Cups energy in the reverse, and you look at things in a much more realistic and clearer way with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, I think things will end up paying off for you. But the way that whatever this is, however you've been doing these things before, it's not paid off because you were going on a wing and a prayer. You need to get more realistic about this and look at things for what they truly are and get the facts as well. Let's have a look at what the spiritual advice is on this reading. So for Cancerians, what spiritual advice do you have for Cancerians on this reading? In 3 cards, what is the spiritual advice you have for Cancerians on this reading, please, in 3 cards? See, we've got anxiety here and fear. There's some anxiety and fear here. And caution. I think it's an interesting one because there's no kind of out on these cards here. I think if you feel anxiety, I think the advice is if you feel any anxiety or fear surrounding something here, you need to act with caution. And that may be what you didn't do. Because I think with the Moon and the Knight of Cups complementing each other, I think on this is all about having those dreams and those desires and visualizing something amazing happening. They're lovely cards, I think, together. For me, with the Knight of Cups, if it's not necessarily a love reading, if it's more business, that type of thing, it could be. I mean, also this could be, for example, an offer with the Knight of Cups, but there may have been things that have been hidden here, you know. So it might be some of you guys received an offer here, but there were things that were hidden. Perhaps you had hope for the best, but those hopes came crashing down. Okay. However, because the Ace of Wands is in the upright and it's not reversed, to say it's a false start, there's still room to move. You can still create something from this. You know, you can still plant a seed and nurture it and watch it grow. But I feel that somewhere along the line, something crashed here because you didn't pay attention to your intuition. And this is also following your intuition. But it may be that some of you guys thought you may have been following your intuition. Perhaps you had hoped for the best here, but it came crashing down. perhaps with the Ace of Wands, it could be because you were at the very start of this. Maybe there was a lot more to learn with the Ace of Wands energy. Again, the aces are like pages. They're young. There's room for growth here. You know, so I just feel that the focus for the month needs to be on learning lessons with that Page of Coins, but also taking baby steps with any project. And also being very careful around what you spend, perhaps, concerning things here. Because it just feels like you had a bit of anxiety and fear, but you didn't listen to it. You just went in for something. Perhaps you were promised something here, but it just didn't work out. Didn't turn out how you thought it would. Or it's not how you thought it would, it's how you wished it would, because you got the wish card there. So you were just going on a wing and a prayer. So I think that the universe is saying two things. The first bit of advice is, next time, look into every detail. Look at things clearer. Be more realistic. Okay? About what can be achieved. But being more realistic will see that you will be able to accomplish what you're looking to accomplish in the end. Also, if you feel anxiety or fear around anything, act with caution, because it's that anxiety and fear that are trying to tell you something. All right. Cancerians, thank you for your time. If you'd like to order a private reading, click on the link in the comment section below. Besides that, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.